So, Coach, you go into every game figuring you have a chance to win, but I don't think you probably envisioned 6-1 before this one.
No, not at all. Especially after the last, what did we lose last weekend? The second, that's 6-1 against Missouri State. So certainly nicer to be on this side of things. They have a great program over there. They've won 2 national championships in the last 8 years. The style of play that they typically play, it works. So a lot of the things that they typically do, we were able to do those things in the first and the second period. The third period kind of got away from us a little bit. We took a couple stupid penalties, took our eye off the ball, just lackadaisical. But the first and the second period, those were some of the better periods that we played all season. So the formula's there. We just need to execute it and bring it on a consistent basis.
How important was that first goal scored by Felix Turcotte, who for the majority of the season has been playing in the bottom 6? It seemed like early on in that period that UCO was the one who was controlling the game a little bit.
Yeah, it's when the teams, I wouldn't say they're built similarly, but we try to play in a similar style, and we need everyone to go. If we don't have a line or two going, then it's going to be a long night, and I think most people would say that. But we don't have a top line, that's going to blow you away, like an Ohio line that's going to have 5 points. All the 5 goals in the game they're going to be contributed on. We need everyone to pitch in. So when you have someone like Felix, who Sammy's out today, Felix moves up. Everyone gets an opportunity. You might not know when it's going to happen. You might think you need more of them, or you deserve more. But everyone's going to get an opportunity, it's what you make of it. And Felix has been working through some things and trying to. I joke around with him, trying to chew gum and walk across the street at the same time. Trying to do a couple things at once, and he was able to do those things, move his feet, get in the right spots, and not dust off a puck. And he puts it in. And when someone is as likable as Felix is putting in all the work, and you see it pay off, like that gets the guys going. And I thought there's a lot of guys that showed up and played really good games. I thought Clowder, that was one of his better games of the season. Ed was good in the back. Smitty, I thought, played a really good game after only practicing twice the last 2 weeks. That line was good with Smitty, Felix, and Clowder up the middle. So a lot of good things to take away. We need to clean up in the third period. Like that's not how we want to play. That's not really hockey. So, but I was glad to see Felix get the first one and get things going.
You guys get outshot, still come out with the W, and without that unfortunate tip by Bonnet, you guys shut out UCO. What'd you see from Ed?
Yeah, I thought Ed was solid in net. Like as a big goaltender, he can if he's just steady, he can take up a lot of the room. I think sometimes when he tries to do too much is when he gets out of position a little bit, and I thought you saw him play really positionally sound tonight. I'm sure Jeff could answer those questions better than me, but in terms of having confidence in the back, you also have to remember the 5 guys in front of him play off of him. So if Ed's in net, he's feeling good, he makes a couple nice saves, the guys in front of him play that much more confident. When they see their goalie, maybe juggle a couple of pucks or whatever it might be, like, ooh, crud, like maybe we need to do a little more, and then you're not thinking about the right things. So I thought Ed played really well, and we outshot Missouri State last week when we lost 6-1. So I think sometimes shots, usually they're a pretty good indicator, but when you play college hockey and you get to some of these upper levels, you have to also take a step back and say, is it quantity or quality? And I think tonight we had a lot of good quality chances for the 25 shots or whatever we had on net. Was it 20? Was it 24? Somewhere in that ballpark.
19,
so
according to the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, we got hosed by our own, scoreboard. But also, like, we had to kill a bunch of penalties, and that's inexcusable. And that's one of the things we've been trying to work on. We literally had a ref come and talk to our group of saying, they're not out to get us. It's not just it's Maryville, and so I think we need to just be a little more patient and a little understanding and be a little less reckless in some of the things that we're doing. Like Jack there at the end, Chartsy, those are captains that know better, know a lot better. And we got away with it today. So imagine if it's 1-0 or 2-1 or 3-1 and we take a 5-minute there. Shoot, it's 5-0 and you still, that gives a team just an ounce of hope.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and hope is a dangerous thing. So we need to shore up some of those things tomorrow, and we need some of our captains to take a deep breath and say they need to be better, and hopefully they will be tomorrow.
It's kind of one of those plays that just happens, but what kind of apology does Cole Bonnet owe Ed?
That's a good question. I know goalies like shutouts, like they like it on the elite prospects, but I think all of our goalies at the end of the day want to play good and play well, and win hockey games. So as much as that price stinks for him, Ed made some phenomenal saves. Ed made some really good saves, and that's one that goes in. You almost have to chuckle at it, like, oh, okay. But I thought Bonnie I thought had a really good game too. I thought he had some really good blue lines and kept things simple. So you're also probably asking who's Ed's best friend on the team. It's probably Bonnie, so I think they're going to be okay.
Nice steak dinner.
There you go. So maybe do the laundry for a week or something.
There you go.
So. Yeah.
What do you foresee tomorrow night's game kind of going forward?
I'll let you know tomorrow around
Yeah.
10:30.
Okay.
I asked our guys. I said, these second games we have not been good. It's on them at this point. We've ran out of ideas of why these second games don't do well for us. So I think it's a combination of us going and working through as a program, trying to get to a top 10 spot, but then also the complacency. Like, it's always great to get the first one, and now we're like, okay, like we got in the bag, even if we tie or lose, like that's a decent weekend. Like, no, like we have to have the same attitude as if we lost yesterday or today. That's easier said than done. So that desperation needs to be matched tomorrow, because UCO, they went to Utah last weekend. They split there. Probably didn't play as well as they would have liked to. They come here on a long drive, lose today. They have a championship culture over there. So I expect a tight game again. And Mike Rivera over there's a reason why he's the assistant coach on the national team this year in our league. He does a phenomenal job, so I'm sure they'll be ready to go come 8:15 tomorrow.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.